Um, Lots of things to take into account there. Lots of things to take into account there. So I'm trying my best to try and push things out, but wanted the win. And I think when you look at the table, Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea can make top four this season, which is a shame and embarrassment. And I already said before Tuchel was hired, I said that this season is a bust. As when you look at the teams that are around Chelsea and you look at what they're able to do and the amount of games in hand that they have, it is going to be very complicated for Chelsea to make top four this season. But let's just look at the game. I can work with this. This is something I can work with. I couldn't work with Cross and Inshallah. This is something that I can actually work with because you are seeing one-touch football. You are seeing fluidity. There is more passing involved. There is more movement involved. There is a stronger footballing philosophy because, again, you're not going to see much happen in one training session. And obviously, we'll get to some of the issues that they had, but you're not going to just see something happen and fly and stuff sparking after one training session. But I said again, I can work with this. This is something that can be worked with. And for those people that said Kovacic ain't that good or he's overrated and so forth, I said, how is a guy who played for Real Madrid crap right now? Kovacic was the best player on that pitch. And you can just see that Kovacic is like, at last, I have a footballing coach. I have a footballing manager. I'm gonna get on Chilwell. I'm gonna go in on freaking Chilwell. Because if not for freaking Chilwell, Chelsea could have won that game. How you don't... I'm a save Chilwell. Home is a class B. Home is a class B, but I'll save Chilwell's laptops. But let me just we start nice and then we go real. Let's just start with the pro and then we'll get to the con that is Ben Chilwell. So my thing is, so you can see that I believe a lot of players in this team are happy with the direction that they're going in. And I think they're happy with that first training session because you can just see that there is much more freedom. Because under Homeboy, it was very static, very rigid, and you could just see that they were it was really the individuals that were there to take the initiative. But under here, you can see that there are more instructions being given, and there's much more of a give and go. You can see how important Kovacic is to this team. There is a reason why Kovacic was Chelsea's player of the season last season. Because again, it's just about the technique, the ball control, how quickly he moves the ball, and the key thing for a central midfielder, I say that kind of 360 vision where right, left, and he can very easily go through. So he's a guy where given the ball in any position, he can say what's up. He can say what's up. Hudson-Odoi got 90 minutes. You see, for me, they gave Hudson-Odoi the man of the match. He was definitely one of the best players, but I think Kovacic was better than him. He got 90 minutes. When last did Hudson-Odoi get 90 minutes in a Premier League game under Homeboy? When last did he get 90 minutes? Because Hudson-Odoi is the most talented academy player. Shout out to Tammy. Shout out to Billy Gilmore. Shout out to Mount. Shout out to Reece James. Hudson-Odoi is that dude. There's a reason why Bayern wanted to get Hudson-Odoi in the freaking first place, man. So, you could see why Tuchel likes him. And you could just see from Hudson-Odoi because you just saw how Hudson-Odoi and Tuchel were talking. And you could just see that Hudson-Odoi was like, yeah, bro, I speak your football language. I speak the kind of science you're trying to say to my boy. Because Tuchel is definitely a guy who says, express yourself. Do stuff for yourself. And I just think that what I liked was just the freedom of movement. The freedom of movement and one touch. And you could just see that there is that under Homeboy, guys were static. There wasn't freedom. There wasn't silk. It was very predictable. But under Tuchel, you can see that I am putting faith in your footballing acumen and your footballing thesis. Now, the big issue was chance creation. Because, Wolves were defensive and so forth, but they were not like ultra defensive. So I think what's the next training session right now, building up to Burnley, is okay. We now have to try and look at how can we better create chances. And the key thing is moving the ball quicker and looking at those pockets of spaces. Because specifically when you're now moving into the center, it's about one touch, boom. And that comes from training. You cannot create chemistry from one training session. Chemistry is gained after like the 5th or 6th or 7th training session, because what you want to gain is, see, one touch for football is cultivated by a understanding of where your players are going to be. Because one touch football is that I'm going to give this to you first time because I already know where you're going to be before you get there. That's before the ball comes to me, I know where I'm going to put it because I know where you're going to be. But that comes from an understanding cultivated through a multitude of training sessions. These guys are still trying to know each other. They're still trying to say what's to one another, man. But see, I can work with this. I couldn't work with what homeboy was giving me. I could not work with what homeboy was giving me. I can work with this. And you see, for Havertz, obviously, you wanted to see more of him in the game, but specifically in the second half, you can see the quality that he has. You can see the skill he has. You can see the technique that he has. And it's about, all right, more games. Because the key thing is understanding. Because Havertz should have had an assist. I'm not sure that he would have scored that goal in the end. He should have had an assist. Which brings me to this dude, Ben Chilwell. Don't worry, guys. I'll get to comments. Which comments to this dude, Ben Chilwell? Who signed this guy? Who signed this dude? Who in the flipping hell signed this dude? Dude is trash. This dude is garbage. Because I'll get to the Havertz assist. Can he dribble? Can he beat a man? Okay. Control the ball. Move forward with the ball. The amount of times that Ziyech or Havertz or people would switch the ball wide left, and Havertz, you just need to be in an attacking motion, and Chilwell, you just need to just take the ball into attack, take the ball into perpetual motion, and this guy will just mess it up. He will just mess this thing up. Where this is an attack where move forward, attack the space. This guy will just be like, oh, okay, oh yeah, make I just, let me just. Who greenlit this dude? Because I'll be real with you. Bring back Alonso, let's see what's up. Bring back Alonso. Because my thing is, bring back Alonso because, and then just say, you know what, whoever is the defender, cover him. Because this guy can defend. But because this Chilwell guy, this dude is trash. This dude is garbage. And based on the football that Chelsea plays, specifically with moving the ball and being much more attacking and really trying to recycle the ball in a much more intensive manner, you need a left back that can say what's up. You need a left back that can say what's up. And I think the issue here is left back and right back for Chelsea. Chelsea have two unseasoned full backs. Fully unseasoned. Not a speck of seasoning in this whole thing. So, but I'll get to Hugo. Amazing passage of play. Superb passage of play. Havertz put this ball on a plate for homeboy. And this guy sent that ball to Timbuktu. At least put it on target. At least put the ball on target. This guy said, no, HHIA. We're going to mass. The heck? It's so much, man. Because it's about technique now. It's about technique. If you don't have technique, it can't be allowed. So, if that was his audition, bro, what's it called? TUCHEL? Bring Alonso back. Say, Alonso, look, I'm giving you life now. I'm giving you a lifeline now. So, Chilwell for me, Chilwell was the worst player on the pitch. Awful, crap, garbage, nonsense. He's class B. Because I said classy initially, end of the game, he's class. I'm putting in the papers right now. After this stream, I'm putting in the papers right now. He's class B. Class B. And look, you see, Mount has his role. You see, Mount came on, good quality shifts and help. Mount is a great, important squad player. And that's good. You can see how he came and he played well. He did really well and he really gave Chelsea that extra energy going forward. And there's nothing wrong with that. But 4-2-3-1, homie can't stop, bro. You can't stop, mate. Because 4-2-3-1 is technique. 4-3 was technique. It's technique. Okay? Your boy Vach. Okay? Vach is the metronome. Okay, Vach is the guy that's saying what's up in central midfield. The Edge is just trying to offer some stuff. I told you, it's a work in progress. Okay, to go from Brexit to technique takes time. Let me repeat that for the kids at the back. To go from Brexit to technique takes time. It ain't gonna happen overnight. And Mount, you can be part of technique, but off the bench, bruh. Because your boy Vach could say, "What up, baby?" You saw what Vach was doing. Vach was, what's it called? Right, left, going forward, center, this, that. That's why Vach is there. See, Jorginho, I don't know about that dude. I'm not really sure about Jorginho. And so when Kante comes back, I think it's a Kante because Jorginho is there, but I'm not sure what you're bringing. But we know, but you know what Vach brings. You know what Vach brings. So look, I said again, the league is done. The league is done. I mean, this should have been the season where Chelsea could have said what's up, but based on the disaster that homeboy put us in, and that the homeboy put Chelsea in, it is what it is. So I can work with this. You know, I need more shots on goal, better chance creation, better chemistry, Havertz to be involved a lot more through balls, better movements, better understanding. But I can work with this. Because give me football to begin with, then we have football as a foundation. We can build on that. I can't work with Brexits. I can't work with unseasoned. I can't work with ratchet football. I can't do it. I can't. Cross and Angel, I can't. I saw one useless man on Twitter said, "Oh, you call this good football?" So he said, "What kind of useless Lampard calls this man?" I told you, if that useless man, what was his name? That useless man, Ben Brickwell, if you had just used your brain, your proper technique, and just focus, just put that ball through, Cabinet G, Havertz could have had a freaking assist, you know? But let's say 4-2-3-1. This is how it goes. This is how we roll. 4-2-3-1. Let's ride. You know, and maybe man, you can come back in. But so right now we're rebuilding. We're building the philosophy. Not the heck. Okay. All right. So what the guys? So I'll take a few comments, man. A more, just say, you know, who knows? Probably, you know. But look, I mean, I don't say but a better opposition who could keep the ball better and were better in attack. Yeah, probably could have beaten Chelsea. But as I said again, home ruined the season. So it's just doing a patch-up job, man. So the possession is overrated. So you say, okay, he had 800 passes and about 70% came through Jorginho. Okay, yeah. I mean, what does that mean, bro? Is it's not much, man. But I said again, look, man, it's still a work in progress. Okay, I am not saying Chelsea not winning the league. I don't give a damn about the FA Cup, and most likely Chelsea are going to get pimped by Atletico, who are one of the best teams in Europe. So, because I told you, the season is a bust. This isn't a bust, but you have to hold on to a shred of something, man. Mount looked good. Yeah, he did. Mount did look alright when he came on. He did look alright when he came on. He definitely did, man. You see, that's my thing. If Loftus-Cheek was still in the squad, you know, would he use him? Would he use him if he was in the squad, man? You know, but that's the thing, man. It's like there's going to be so much. You see, okay, so Eric, just to understand, so you're saying that this is a step in the wrong direction. I just want to know. So based on the performance to today, are you saying that it's a step in the wrong direction? That Chelsea should have kept with homeboy previously? That's what I'm asking. You know, because again, it's like if you're coming in with remember, Tuchel was not my first choice. He wasn't my first choice. He wasn't. I repeat, Tuchel was not my first choice, but it's better than what Chelsea had before, and that's the key. Um, is Shula the first player to be bumped up to Legends Academy in one game? He just might be, bro. He just might be. He just might be, bro. Oh gosh, is that the just besting? Is that the just besting, or rather, is that the lost lesting? Is that the lost lesting, man? Let me see where your boy besting is saying, man. All right. But look, man, I said again, it's a work in progress, man. I told you this season is finished, man. This season is a bust, man. Okay, Chelsea was like ninth with three guys with. From eye test merchants, impossible to break down Wolves 10 men so deep. You see, this is what people forget to say, man. Is that it is because remember they had many men behind the ball, so there was no space, and in a game like that, it is very difficult for a number 10 to even say what's up, because remember you're playing in the center of the pitch where it is fully congested, and it's going to be like that against Burnley. So now against Tottenham, that's where it's going to be interesting. From lost Leicester, what can Ziyech do other than cross false image? Well, so you went seeing his through balls that he was pushing through, the passes he was making, the situations that he was creating specifically for Hudson-Odoi, and the understanding he was getting from Hudson-Odoi. I mean, that's what he does. He's a playmaker. Homeboy is a playmaker, man. So that's my thing, man. As I said again, look, what can you do? Chelsea are where they are right now. I don't expect much from Tuchel. I repeat it again. Tuchel was not my first choice. But if it's between Tuchel and the dude from before, you take what you have. As the saying goes, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars cannot be choosers. Lampard. I don't even want to say the guy's name, man. I don't want to say the guy's name. Moving forward, man. Pleasures. Well, you see, but then you have to do that though, because he knows the situation he's coming into. He knows the kind of politics that have been around, and I think, especially as a new manager, I think it would almost be irresponsible of you if you don't come in and really be able to change the way things up. It would be wrong of you as a new manager coming into this situation to come in and be like, all right, let me just talk. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Whimsical thoughts, football hot member, what up, baby? Your opinion? Yeah, I'm surprised that Timo Werner wasn't brought in. So that makes me think that is Tuchel not keen on Timo Werner? Because I would have thought that by the end of the game, both Werner and Pulisic would have been in the game. So that did surprise me. Maybe he's just trying to ease him in, that he's assessed things and this probably was not the game for him. Or maybe he knows that this is probably going to be a defensive team and Timo Werner perhaps walks where there is more space. So maybe he anticipated that we're going to have a lot of possession and they won't be able to have space to say what's up. From Ibrahim, thanks for the dub, man. Thanks for the dub. Mount was on a mission today, but he'll reside on the bench or be a rotation player from henceforth. He's under pressure. That's why he performed. Oh yeah, I know. Look, Mount knows what the deal is. Mount knows that he can't fit in a 4-2-3-1. Hence why you see what was the key thing that I knew that of what his role will be under Tuchel is if he had come on to replace either Kovacic or Jorginho, and I'm like, aha, okay. But the fact that he came on to replace Ziyech out wide means that his role is a squad player. And I think for Tuchel, he's like, I'm keeping that two double pivots, that central midfield thing, and that is how I'm going to operate with that. Hence, in PSG, he did it with Marquinhos, Verratti, or with Verratti and Idrissa Gueye. So, and I said again, if you're doing 4-2-3-1, I don't know where Mount fits into a 4-2-3-1. Like looking at how that game went, I'm not sure how Homeboy fits in that whole thing, man. This yeah, it's finished. This season is done. The season is done. Like I mean, FA Cup maybe, but with regards to top four is going to be very difficult, man. It's going to be very difficult for them to say what's up in the top four, man. But it's yeah, as I said again, look, it's the first game. You can't fully judge. You cannot make an assessment from a manager. It's not just one game, it's one training session. You see, for me, a new manager who has had a summer and has one game, you still shouldn't make an assessment. Even if he's had an entire preseason, he's had several weeks, you still shouldn't make an assessment. So, okay, bro, this guy has had one training session. He's only met the players once, and that's it. So, it is going to be very difficult for you to really fully get out your plans after one training session. So, it's disingenuous to make an assessment because it's been such a crazy situation that he's been brought into. So hence why I said that it is going to be very difficult for Chelsea to do anything this season because what I imagined is true that this is going to take time because what Tuchel is so radically different from Homeboy that it is going to take a few more games and a few weeks before they're like, aha, we're now fully ingrained and we now fully understand what it is that we want to do and how we want to apply ourselves. You know, Nuno Espirito Santo and Wolves, those guys, they've been fully drilled for what? Years now into what they're doing. Tuchel, it's been like, what, 24 hours that they've had? So, hence why it's just a messed up situation. Hence why I am just holding on to the tiniest glimmer of hope for Atletico. But that game against Atletico, I just don't know how Chelsea will break those guys down. Because Atletico are one. See, Atletico know how to defend and they know how to score. So, do come out. Kovacic just looks like the next Modric. I'm just waiting to see Kovacic and Kante in the double pivot. That's the thing, bro. That's what I'm hoping for. That is just what I'm hoping for. Like, and I said this thing from the start: 4-2-3-1. Kante Kovacic, Kante Kovacic, Kante Kovacic. Kante sits. Kovacic is the guy that roams. But I told you, I knew what Kovacic was about. I knew what it was about. So guys saying, "Oh, Mount has been Chelsea's best player" and so forth. Like. Already, what you just saw Kovacic what you saw Kovacic do in that 90 minutes, Mount has never had a 90 minutes like that. Never. In the way that he ran the game, you know. Footy agendas, man. Football Hub member, what up, baby, what up, baby. Would you take Cresswell from West Ham instead of Chilwell? No, I'd take neither. I would take a skillful left back, somebody who knows how to dribble, somebody who knows who has some skill on the ball, man. Somebody who actually has some proper skill on the ball. That's what I'll take, man. Bro, look, when whimsical. It's not that I'm happy, man. I'm just trying to do my thing, man. You know, like as I said again, it's like Chelsea could have done something this season. I had a lot of hope for what they had this season, specifically with the amount of money that was injected. And now that's a name. This boy, yes. And you know, it's unfortunate. Hence why I'm holding on to a shred of happiness that I can because yeah, Chelsea could have done something in the Premier League, and I felt that a Chelsea who were coached properly from the beginning of the season could have said what's up to Atletico, but with the way things are. You know, it's great. So I'm holding on to a shred of happiness, man. But yeah, as I said again, it's like that game. You could see that left back and right back is needed, man. Left back and right back, it is also badly needed in terms of what they can do in the attacking sense. Because Azpilicueta is okay, Chilwell is horrible. The man is truly horrendous. He's a horrendous player, an absolutely horrendous player because it takes this guy 3 billion seconds to control the ball and another 3 trillion seconds to now do something when he has the ball. He is so slow to react when he has the ball that you're seeing a team that are playing quickly, want to attack, and he just slows every single thing down. He just slows every single thing down, man. So just awful. And he started off all right. He started off all right, but because especially in the last few months, I was just saying to myself, wait a minute, this this guy's really bad. And I think Leicester City knew he was trash. Hence why Leicester City were like, oh, 50 mil? Oh, sure. Yeah. Remember, see, Leicester City fought to keep Mahrez and said, you're going to have to pay big time for Mahrez. And they were trying to keep, because they knew how good Mahrez was. The first bid that came from for Childers, oh, please take, man. But yeah, an absolutely awful player, man. Absolutely awful player. But look, I said again, look, just for me, the football was the football was just better. The football was better. But I think Tuchel knows that this season can be a grace period for you. Do the best you can. Try not to get relegated. And then it's a grace period. And I think, see, for me, if you're Tuchel, use the Premier League as just testing ground. Test your guys up, move them forth. But then beyond that, I mean, just try and get yourself prepared for that, for February and so forth. You see, Chelsea defense were not tested, so I can't even talk about what they did defensively because they pressed so hard, and Wolves just really didn't really have much on many attacks. So the biggest issue was chance creation and creating opportunities. And I just think that, because there's one thing having possession, but what is better than possession is passing with intent. And I just think that, some passes, they needed to be much more riskier passes, more intelligent passes, much more creative passes to try and create some stuff that was happening, man. So, you see, I mean, Eric, really, are you really doing this, Eric? Really, Eric? Football against Luton was Eric. I mean, as someone just said, Luton Town. You're comparing Luton Town to Wolves. You're comparing Luton Town to Wolves. Surely you realize that Wolves defensively are a much better team and much better at defending than Homeboy. Come on, man. Come on. Fix up, man. Ibrahim says, do you think a young target man striker is needed that is in their prime? For me, Immobile would be ideal. I think that for what Tuchel wants, I think almost a young Lewandowski is needed. Sort of like a better Tammy Abraham version, a much better version of Tammy Abraham. So somebody who can play with the midfield, who is very mobile and very good with their feet. I think that would be very key. So where he can almost act like as a number 10. So he can now drop deep and Havertz can now go in. I think Giroud is a bit too immobile, and Tammy just does not have the kind of skill level of like a young Lewandowski or like a peak cannibal, So I just think that, what they need maybe is like a footballing striker, which is not what they really have. So Ciro Immobile. Yeah, look, I'm a huge fan of Victor. Huge fan of Victor Osimhen. Huge fan, man. What else are you guys saying, man? But see, that's the thing, man. Is like, it's going to be interesting to see how long this lasts. Like I said again, Tuchel ain't going to be here. I'll be surprised if Tuchel is here beyond the 18 months. And guys, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. You just have to just accept what one that Tuchel is the new era, and Chelsea are in the new era right now, man. But yeah, guys, man. So that's it from me, man. Look, guys, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Chelsea, that's what it is, man. Interesting era. And just, I have no idea how this is going to end up. And I have no idea how the season is going to end up. I mean, it's a crazy season. It's a mad season. And I think even when you look at the league table, it's a crazy league table there. And it's going to be very, very difficult for Chelsea to make top four. Like, Chelsea just needs to make a run. They just need to make a run. But yeah, look, man, roll on to Burnley, FA Cup, and then building up to that massive, huge, gargantuan, colossal game that, of course, is against Atletico later on next month, man. So, guys, man, the new era is here. Respect Kovacic. Respect your boy Cho Hudson-Odoi. And it's time for the boys to move forward. Remember to follow me on Facebook or Twitter at HalfAport and so forth. Check the links below in the description box to support your boy. And the boy is out. Peace.